Hello everybody, welcome back to Pieville on Dementiacraft. That's right, I'm Mayor Apple Pie. This is where everything got started. Isn't it gorgeous in the morning sun? It's been a while since we've been back here. It's been over a year since our last episode on this server. But we're here to make some changes, to have some fun, to grow Pieville into something much, much bigger. But before we do that, we have to clean some things up. When I left a while back, pretty much none of my farms worked. Gravity works. None of my farms worked. I had some abandoned buildings. I had some buildings that were falling apart. And then most importantly, I had some very ugly buildings. So what we're going to do is go over what we did just to clean things up and get things back to functional. Then we're going to walk through and talk about the heart of Pieville and what makes this place great and what the vision is. And then finally, we're going to look at some new builds. They did just get shown in the background, but, you know, we'll have to watch them. So, let's go take a look at some fix-up jobs. Mr. Handyman at work. In the last week, while I was cleaning up, I replaced the fountain that used to be here, which I will put a picture of to see the change. I've become a little bit more advanced of a builder since then, but also added a new Nether portal instead of the one that I had over in front of the castle. So what you've got here is you've got a town that works, that is a nice little town. It's got lots of decoration, it's got lots of character. It's got spilled grapes. It's got a bucket of mead if you're, wanting some sort of alcohol. And it's got the rest of the pieces of the town. And so now it's time to expand. So we did two builds, two larger builds for expansion. I tore down the two ugliest builds in this town and I rebuilt them into things that are more useful. So I will go ahead and show those here in a moment, but I want to note what we did first. So this factory here used to be this really, really ugly black and pink factory, which you'll see in the video. Tore the whole thing down, decided to make it just a furnace smelter array, 24 furnaces, a nice even distribution system to make sure they all get even inputs. Works really well. I'm going to be smelting a lot for the upcoming project, so that it was necessary. I relocated all of the pieces from that factory that were not the smelter into the blacksmith, which makes a lot of sense. Now I can make stone and basalt there. And then I tore down the old wood mill, which all of the villagers in it had already somehow gotten killed. One turned into a witch, I'm not sure how. So I got rid of it and replaced it with this honey farm greenhouse situation, which I really like. Feels nice and serene. Adds some color to town. And that's another one of the themes that you'll notice is a lot more flowers and things that are colorful are going to be added everywhere. So it's no longer just a spruce and stone nightmare. So let's go and take a look. Let's watch the builds, and then we will talk about what is coming up for the rest of the season. Wasn't that exciting? I thought so. It was a lot of fun rebuilding those with a little bit more of an insight on how to actually design things. So we're going to do that with a lot of the rest of town. But more importantly, we're going to make it bigger. The area that I showed earlier with all the wide open land, everything inside that wall is target for residential area. We need people to live in town. And this wall is 1,000 blocks long. It covers the entirety of Pieville, all the way around to the outside, and over to the harbor. So everything inside that wall is going to get developed somehow. And then I'm going to tease it now, but we'll really look into it in the next episode. And that is the real project. I'm going to build a very similar town to Pieville inside the lava in the Nether. It's going to be a large engineering project, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And I am still in the design process, but I have already marked out the location, and it is going to be huge. So that is the other reason for bringing the old Pieville leasing office into modern times by turning it into a Nether fortress, because I needed lots and lots of potions. So take me 10 potions or 10 shulkers of potions down there, so I can just swim around the lava as I will. So welcome back to Pieville. Welcome back to Dementiacraft. I'm excited to share some adventures with you. One of the things that you might have noticed in the intro, like cold open, is that there's a lot more activity from the raids and the group standpoint, and there's been quite an uptick in activity on the server, and we've been getting together and doing fun events like trial chambers and dragons and whatnot. So the excitement is here around Dementiacraft. So let's see what we can get from it, and we'll do some fun side episodes about our adventures in fighting raids off with iron armor and getting absolutely wasted by Vexes. So that being said, I mean, this is town. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you in the next episode.